Oh, this is the light we're doing today. I like this light. It's not flattering. It's not. Yes, that's the light we need. Yes, yes. That makes me happy. That's the flattering light. Don't you guys agree? Oh, oh, look at that motherfucker! Oh, baby! That shit look real good. Sorry, I was in trouble again. Hi. Hey, everybody. Hey, look at y'all. They're saying something. What you talking about? Oh, look, we got two people.
Huh? What? Huh?
Is it giving? Is it giving? Hold on, I'm going to work with my producer. One second. Oh, shit. That's really what happened. Hey! What episode is this? Oh, so we okay, because my cousin was on YouTube looking, and he was like, 52 was the last one posted.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host,
Frisco
in the building. This is episode 53, and we're going to talk about high-value men and high-value women. This is an ode to Kevin Samuels, you know. Regardless of how you feel about him, that's the first place where I heard this idea introduced of a high-value man. And I don't know how many low-value women he showcased.
Wait.
He told every woman that came on there was a low-value woman. Oh, what do you think you are? You an 8? How much you make at your job? How many kids you got? How many baby daddies do you have? Okay, you're a 3.
That's not a 3.
That's what he used to be doing.
He didn't say a 3. She could be like a 5.
Look, I'm telling you, drop them down to a 3 with a heartbeat when they said they was an 8. So, okay, so now that you're a 3, let's see what type of man you're looking for. You say you want a high-value man. A high-value man don't want no 3. So, we're not going by the Kevin Samuels standards of high-value men and women and low-value men and women.
Well, we don't need to use low value. That's just messed up.
Well, if you ain't high-value, what are you?
You're normal.
Normal?
Because high value is very rare.
Okay, you have high value, you have normal, and you have low value.
But just mediocre.
They're not all 10s, buddy.
You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that. Some of them was some.
I wouldn't even say far as your person, you know, because we're all created equal and whatnot, and I don't want to devalue anyone, but for the purposes of partnering, we're going to say, there are some low value partners.
There are.
You know, they don't bring any value to your life. They are of no value to you.
So
they are, you know what I mean? Like,
would that be women who
low vibrations? That's what they say. You know, that's the same thing.
Would that be like women who marry men for money and they don't have?
They may have value to that man if that's all you looking for is a trophy wife. You know what I mean?
That only lasts for so long.
And that, you know, they join and they do their business. She makes off with the alimony, and he, you know, has the utilization of her services for the time.
That man already got a divorce.
I mean, you know, that's usually what they do it for. When they marry for money, they divorce for the alimony, so they don't have to work.
So where would you put yourself?
Where would I put myself? I'm priceless.
Oh God,
baby.
Here we go.
Wonderfully made and whatnot.
You right.
You know, but it ain't about the outside. It's about the inside. And I've worked very hard on myself to, you know, try my best not to be a sleazeball or a scum bucket. Because it's easy to do those things. But, you know, and try not to be a maniac. There's a lot of things that I had to work on to not to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, I mean,
so you would
I'm valuable to myself,
well,
and to those who see the value in me. And if they don't, I'm still valuable to myself. So I place a very high value on my life. Yep.
You always gotta be so just over the top. Look, we get it, okay, boss. We get it.
So what are you?
Oh, I'm not one. You know,
I thought you were gonna be medium value.
No.
Since I can't be high value, you
No.
want to be mediocre value.
You didn't say
medium
no.
value.
You didn't say you were high value.
I said I'm high value to myself.
You
I
said
I'm priceless.
Yeah, you was gonna be extra with it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Black t-shirt.
before I got married, I would really put myself at pretty high in the totem pole. And because
getting married gave you higher value.
No, because now I'm off the market.
So you are of extreme value to your husband.
Well, yes,
you know what
to
I
him.
mean? So,
But we're talking about in terms of before I got married, you're single, right? So you could say this is what you are in case whatever happens in the future. I can only speak about my past. Like, I have kids now, so now I've got baggage. You see what I'm saying? If I were to leave my husband or whatever happened, right? And now I want to date somebody else.
Said, I don't like where this is going.
It's not going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere because I'm not going nowhere. But I'm just speaking theoretically.
Okay.
If something were to happen and we separated, divorced, whatever, and then I wanted to go out and date, right? Mm-hmm. Am I still considered of high value because I was married and had children? Because now that new man, I'm gonna have baggage. I have kids. You know what I'm saying? So that adds to the list of things that makes you not high value. Because women aren't looking for men who have hella kids. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for that man who can support, who possibly doesn't have kids. They possibly want him to look a certain way, be a certain height. Like, it's more to it than just what you bring. Like, these women are like, oh no, I want my husband to be a 10 and she's like a 5. And I'm like, that doesn't.
Which is possible for women.
It does, because you know why? Because they're submissive. Mm-hmm. And that will take you really far with high value men if you are extremely submissive to like everything.
So I didn't want to conform to the popularized definition of high value or whatever it is y'all saying high value is. I know what high value means to me.
Right.
That's more what I wanted to talk about, is like, what's high value to you? Because people place high value on things that don't even make up the person. You talking about, it's probably some 10s that been married, got kids, that are much better than some 10s who never been married, don't have no kids, and out here, you know, running around looking for high value men, but are not bringing any value. That woman with the 2 kids will ultimately probably bring you more value than someone who's out here looking for a 10 or a high value man. For what purposes are you looking for that high value man for?
Well, we're talking about what Kevin Samuels was saying.
We're not.
But that's what I thought you said we were doing. That's why I'm confused.
It's an ode to Kevin Samuels, but we don't have to necessarily agree with.
Oh, I mean, I don't agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
this is our
right.
This is our definition of high value men and high value women, and what we think makes a person, man or a woman, high value to you. So tell me what makes a man high value to you. Because if you say something silly like 6 feet, 106 figures.
Well, I could have had that if that's what I felt like was. I've dated guys like that, and I didn't like that. I don't like the energy. It's not a match because I don't bring what to the table what they bring to the table. I don't have that income. Mm-hmm. I don't have that level of power or popularity or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's always going to be that. You know what I mean? That part of life where they kind of hold all the power and you really don't have much because you don't really bring anything to the table. If you're not adding value, you know, if you guys aren't making money together or growing together, like if it's literally him just taking care of everything, because that's what women want. Mm-hmm. They want someone to take care of everything. And I'm like, to me, that's not even realistic. Because in reality, in the United States, there aren't that many people out of the whole entire population who can afford to really do that. You know what I mean?
So I thought about that earlier, just randomly for some reason. And you know what? Honestly, I would like to be the type of man that could like just financially support my family. But the caveat to that is if all of a sudden I were not able to do that, I would need for my woman not to leave and hold us down till I could get back into a position.
That's what she should do.
That's what I'm talking about. So a lot of you women will have a man that will do all of that. And as soon as you're out of position to not do that and you leave, that's when you become low value because you're not in it for that person. The person is what the value is, not what that person has to offer you. You know
me and Seth have been together 10 years. We've been up and down.
They do offer you should not be easy. Materialistic. It should be it should be spiritual. It should be emotional. It should be mental. It should be then financial. Yeah, it should be. Y'all should be.
No, financial definitely needs to be up there.
Yeah, it does.
Don't put it down. Don't put it.
You shouldn't be just taking them. What do you bring? Even if you're just supporting him in supporting the family.
Okay, so what about this though? Okay, now this is the thing. So what about housewives? Mm-hmm. That's a fucking job. You damn
supporting him and supporting the family.
I listen because you damn right because being a housewife.
But don't forget about the husband while you taking care of the kids.
Of course not, and that's what I'm saying. It's a really big job being a housewife because not only do you have to take care of home. You heard what he just said. Don't forget husband. When do you take care of you, housewife?
Your husband's supposed to be taking
No.
care of you.
No. We're not talking about financial sex. We're talking about mentally. Like if I'm over here taking care of the whole house, and then I gotta take care of you. Mm-hmm. When do I get to have time for me and take care of me? A lot of women don't get that, and I know women like that. They don't, and it's crazy because that right there puts you at an extremely high value. If you can't take care of the household and your husband, then you better take care of yourself too. Request to join in your live video.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know. Sent a request. Oh, let's view the request. Let's see what his request wants to be in this. Anyone can what? I don't think I know you.
Well, let him know. See what he has to say.
Let's go live with a viewer and see what they've got to say about this. High value men and women. Because that's some real shit though. So I would say a housewife is very of a high value stature because you have to take care of a lot. And mentally, you don't think of it until you actually do it. I've never been a housewife, but I've been at home with my kids.
But some women, go ahead. I'm sorry. You've been home with your kids for
some days without the husband.
That's some days.
Yeah, because he went out of town. So, you know, I'm at home with the kids. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking job.
Yeah.
To do by yourself when someone's not there. You got to get these motherfuckers up, cook, clean, after them over and over, change diapers, get baths, do homework. Like,
what about the housewives that got maids and nannies?
Man, we're not talking about rich people. Again, that's like the 1%. But that's the 1%ers. They're like, we don't even live that type of lifestyle that they live. That's a whole other situation. We talking about day-to-day average working people, realistically. when you're a housewife or a single parent, you know what I mean? That is a serious fucking job to do by yourself. And then for someone to come home, and then you got to make sure this person is fed. You got to please them sexually. You know, that's a lot mentally to take in. It's like, damn, bitch, when do you get time for you? You're not going out that night because guess what? The next morning you got to do it all over again. So yeah, think about that. So that's why I say women who are housewives, if you are taking care of your family, you don't necessarily have to bring in financial support. But if you're doing something like that, like you can be a house husband. You know what I mean? Like everybody's situation is different. Let's not all act like in everybody's couples or situations or marriages that the man goes to work and the woman's at home just doing her due diligence. Like there's couples where they both work. There's couples where nobody works. There's couples where the wife works. You never know. It could be a sickness, a mental thing, it could be whatever. But being at home and taking care of home, that means cooking, cleaning, taking care of those kids, making sure they are in bed, doing homework. That shit is a job, realistically. And if someone else is able to go to work and bring in the financial part, that's teamwork. Because if you gotta do all that shit by yourself, without that other person, just take that one person out of that equation, and then you sit back and be like, yeah, nah, I need someone to help me do this. You know what I mean?
Did you answer my question?
Yes.
The answer.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
What was your question, man? Get my damn nerves.
I asked you, what is a high value man to you? What makes him a high value to you?
Oh, someone who can take care of their family and themselves. Realistically, if you can't take care of yourself first, that's a sign to me. But if you can take care of yourself and we can come together and build, and like you have a plan, you're educated. I personally can't know someone who's not educated. You don't have to go to college, but you know, have some common sense to yourself. We can have an actual intellectual conversation, go back and forth. We might debate, we might argue, but I like to talk. So I mean, if we're not talking about financially, you know what I mean? I really believe it's someone who just can make you feel safe and take care of you and themselves. Because if you can't take care of yourself, how are you gonna take care of me and our children and whatever happens?
So protect their and provide.
Pretty much. Or like genuinely, I think my daddy would be a great example. My dad is fucking awesome. Like if y'all ever, for those who have met my father, you will agree. Like started from the trenches, you know what I'm saying? He's from Bluefield, West Virginia, the real country South. Came to the Bay when he was like 12. And from there, my dad, you know, he did trades, he drove Muni, you know what I'm saying? And took care of his family. Like, pays all the bills in the house, you know what I mean? Takes us everywhere we need to go. If you need to go somewhere, y'all will know my daddy will take you. And if you need to go, he'll take you where you need to go to pick you up, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we were always safe. We had gates and shit on, bars on the windows, alarm system, you know what I mean? Like my dad made sure the car was safe to drive with his kids. Like he always made sure we had school clothes. Like he protected us and provided. And that's what most women want. They want someone who can protect and provide. If you can't do those two things, you are absolutely no value to me.
Well, a high value woman to me
Oh, this should be good. Here we go.
would match my hustle, match my swag, match my spirituality, match my patience, match my peace, be my peace. We would be a team, power couple. That is of high value to me. If we can't shake and bake and move and groove and do what we do, if I bust a left and you bust a right, if I zig and you zag, then hey baby, I don't care if you're $1 million billion chick, you are of no use to me. Utterly. You feel me? If we can't move like a unit, move like a team and get to the next step, then you hold me back, little baby. And I might be holding you back. So let's get off this track and get on the right train, man.
Oh God, here we
On the
go.
right track, you just on the wrong train, little baby.
We pretty much said the same thing. Like,
Not at all.
yeah, we did actually.
You said provide and protect. I said.
Well, you don't need her to protect you.
Right?
I mean, protect your peace. You see, you said she needs to be your peace.
Yeah. She needs to match my.
See,
I need to be clicking on.
that's
her
still
side.
protect. That's still protecting.
Huh?
Energy.
Where? Let's see.
Oh, we got a lot of comments.
You gotta make the time. Sorry, little family, but I may come before all y'all. Oh no!
Wait, what?
Salute to the women that hold down the home with and without a partner. Yes. What about the men, Sleepy? What about the men?
It's only a few of y'all. Calm down. And I just gave y'all props.
All the biscuit head women get all the props.
Because there's not a lot of single dads out there, bruh. It's not. It's just statistically. I know maybe 2, but I can give you about a good 10 homegirls I know who are single moms. And they were either married, divorced, something happened to the baby daddy, you know what I mean? Like, it's all different situations. So it's very rare that there's single dads. You guys are amazing. Because y'all there. Y'all stick around for whatever reason. Mom's not there, but dad is holding it down. That's big. I don't know what that's like, but you know what I mean? I mean, I know. I was raised by my mom. It's just as tough as it is for the women. No, I don't know what that's like either. Yeah. Because I have Cedric, and I've always had Cedric, and I appreciate him because I've been looking at him and said, damn it, babe, for the days I've been sick and tired, like for real sick and tired, and I didn't want to get out the bed, I had him to go ahead and get out the bed for me and take that extra load off. Versus if it was just me, you got to get that shit done no matter how you feel. That shit sucks. So that's why I say single parents, dads included, are awesome.
What's necessary and unnecessary?
You know my name. It ain't been no damn 30 minutes. I got more to say, man.
Look, I really pressed this show, this thing, just for, but we did it. And now it's time to say goodbye.
He likes saying it when I get good. So, my necessary is you go first. Go to the spot. I don't like it.
Well, it's necessary to find value in yourself and know your worth. It is very, very necessary to see yourself as high value no matter what you are, status, social status, financial status. I don't care what status you are high value to you. Your life matters to you. So it is very necessary for you to see the value in yourself. And my unnecessary is seeking out high value partners with ulterior motives. You know what I mean? Like, and damaging high value people to someone who would really add value to them or appreciate their value, and just coming along and diminishing people's value for your own selfish needs or gains. So you should went first.
Get on my fucking nerves. Oh, you get on my nerves. My necessary, like you said, to hold yourself at a very high value, because I know I hold myself to a very high standard. And let's be realistic about some of these standards that you hold to yourself as well. And my unnecessary, I guess it's not necessary to. Let's stay within the realm here. Like, it's not necessary to go outside of these unnecessary expectations. Like, if you're 6, don't look for a 10. Just let's be realistic. Just stick to about a 6.5, 7. You might get lucky with an 8, but I'm just being 100. Like, I think it's really unnecessary when you're like a 3 and you're like, shit, bitch, I need a 12. And I'm like,
yeah. Come on,
where are you?
Manifest that, big
No, fuck that. Because she's not gonna get that 12. She's gonna look stupid trying to get the 12. And I mean, it goes the same way for guys. Like,
it's way harder for us to land that. You feel me?
So yeah, so that's my necessary and not necessary.
For sure. You're a 10.
Hey!
So does you a 10.
No, she's not. Stop lying. No, she's not. She's more like a 6.5.
10.
On a good day.
A 10. All right, we out.
I look like a 10 right now, baby.
You look like a biscuit.